Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great week. On December 17th, a Instagram friend that I had never really interacted with, but I had connected with through one of the 3 running groups that I'm a part of, her and I started talking. She has now completed, I think she's almost at 800 days of a 5-kilometer run streak. What does that mean? That means that every single day for over 700 days without a break, she has run or walked or hiked 5 kilometers, minimum of 5 kilometers. She actually throws in a lot of half marathons in there, which I'm like, how do you do this? And she encouraged me to start something like that. I know I've mentioned this before. So the next day I got up and I walked 5K, and I often am walking 5K now, and I've started running again so that I can get up to running 5K on the regular. But with my fibromyalgia and with the pandemic and with staying inside orders, and because I live downtown Toronto, I'm not getting outside that much these days. So I'll often add on another workout, like a cardio-based workout if I'm doing something that's more weight-based or whatever, so that I can get 5 kilometers of intentional movement in. Then she encouraged me to start doing 21 burpees every day for 2021, and I haven't missed a day. Does it suck? Yeah, but I'm getting stronger and they're getting easier. If you want to follow a really amazing woman on Instagram, follow Sandra. She's incredible. I'm gonna post her Instagram handle right here. You can check her out, okay? She's hilarious, she's funny, she's super inspiring. Check her out, especially if you want to start running or if you just want inspiration to just get a little bit more active. I know I'm talking to my fibromyalgia peeps, so I understand that a lot of you are probably rolling your eyes at me going, really, Dina? Really? And I know, believe me, I know. I'm gonna stop talking about working out now. Okay, so Sandra has taught me the importance of streaking. And I know that that sounds really bad, but I mean to say making a commitment and doing it every single day. It has changed my life. A couple months in, and I've slowly started adding new things into my routine. One thing that I have been doing already, and I've almost hit a year now, is I go on Duolingo every single day and study German. That's just something that I do for me. That's something that I do in case I do decide to go and audition in Germany to sing opera full-time professionally. That's a whole other conversation, but I study German every single day. In fact, it's basically the very first thing I do when I get up in the morning. I get up, I snuggle Java a little bit, I make my Energize. That helps prepare me for my workout. I sit down on the couch and I study my German for about an hour. I like using Duolingo, but there's a lot of different apps out there if that's something you want to look into. I do pay for the premium, and for me that is worth it because the ads were just getting ridiculous, but it's the only app that I pay for in that regard. A couple of weeks ago, my Fibro Fog was through the roof. Now, I had just moved. The weather was pretty bad. I mean, there were a lot of factors that could be attributed, but it was just really bad. And I thought, how can I kickstart my brain? You know what I'm saying? Like, I work out pretty much as soon as I'm done the brain stuff, I work out, and it helps kickstart my day. It helps put me in a good place for it mentally and emotionally and physically, helps me really work through some stuff. I thought, you know, I need to do this for my brain as well. So I downloaded 3 apps. Now the one app is new. I've just downloaded it. I mean, it's been around for a while, but I've just downloaded it. All 3 of the apps that I've downloaded have free versions, and the free versions let you do 3 of the brain exercises, and then if you want to do more throughout that day, you have to pay for a membership. I'm not paying for any of them, and I'm still getting a really great brain workout. I'm not personally paying attention to any of the statistics and like, hey, you're doing really great, you're in this percentile or whatever. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just doing it for me, and I don't really care about the numbers. So one of them that I downloaded, it's called Elevate. Elevate's really good for helping with English and language. And then also with math, it makes you do percentages and fractions, which I hate, but it's really good for me, so I do it. The other one is Peak. Peak has a lot of fun games. I actually really like the games that they have on there. It's hard for me to explain the games, to be honest with you, without kind of describing them, and I'm going to describe them really poorly, so I'm just going to say go check it out. It's a lot of fun. I just started Luminosity today. I just did the kind of beginner test, and I really liked it. So I don't know what that's going to look like moving forward, but I'm going to try to incorporate that into my day as well. So for me, a non-negotiable is every morning I get up, I study my German, which does help kind of kickstart my brain and get me going. And then I do these brain exercises. I've been doing the 2, now I'm going to add on Luminosity and do the 3. I probably won't add on any more because it's going to be too much, but I highly suggest checking out one of these apps. There are many of them out there. Feel free to find one that you really like, but I challenge you to find one that does honestly challenge you. I don't love doing the Elevate one, but I do it because it helps challenge me. English is fairly easy for me. That's my jam. I love reading. I love writing. But math is really something that challenges me, so I quite enjoy it. Another thing that I do to help with my kind of cognitive state is I watch things like Jeopardy, and I watch a lot of British TV show actually. And one of the things that I watch is 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown because it's funny, but then also it helps me work my brain. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know this, but very, very sadly, and I don't want to talk about it, my mom has Alzheimer's, and if I talk about it, I'll cry, so I'm not going to talk about it. But it is something that I am very nervous and anxious about having myself. Added on to the brain fog, I've just found that it's really important for me to start kind of kickstarting my brain and challenging it in this way. And then the last thing that I've done is I've started getting back into my opera scores. I sing mostly in German these days, so I've gotten back into studying my music, looking at my scores, and just learning music, which is really great. Another thing you could do is just, read a couple of books or just challenge yourself in a way that you haven't been challenged in a while. See if you can kind of kickstart your brain into learning something new. Anytime I challenge myself to learn something new or do something different, I'm challenging my brain in a different way. It's activating different things. I have no knowledge of the science behind all of this. All I can tell you is that it really helps my fibro fog. And even on days when I wake up and I'm in a bad fibro fog, I do these things. Does it help? Not always. Is it harder? Yes, definitely. But I think it's really important. And I highly suggest that you start doing some of these little activities. They are free. You can do them for free. You don't have to pay for anything. Challenge your brain a little bit and see if it helps. But do it more than, one day. I'm not saying you need to streak. Man, that sounds bad. But see if, I challenge you to do something like this for 2 or 3 weeks and see if you do notice a difference. And if you do, that's awesome. Then that's just one more thing you can kind of add to your day. It doesn't take that long to just kind of help you out. If you do try out any of the apps, if you find a different one that you like better, I'd love to know about it. Comment below, please. Like, subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great one. Bye.